This is Wolf from Mammoth, and you're listening to Oitinte Novi.
Well, if you're releasing your third album, The End, and it seems to mark a new creative chapter for you, if I can say that. What does this record represent to you?
I think it's about reaching this sort of new place where I think I'm more comfortable and confident in who I am as my own artist, and I think I'm just beginning to finally get actually comfortable with what I'm doing and yeah, it's really I think it's just being confident in myself and not really caring about what other people's plans are for me, and just following what gives me purpose. And I think we're finally really there. I'm very proud of what we did with this one.
And you keep writing, performing, and singing like everything by yourself on the studio. That's very impressive. What is the most challenging part for you?
I'd say the vocals are usually the most challenging because I mean with the instruments, you can just restring and try again. Whereas with vocals, you really need to make sure you're capable and able to do it. Also, the writing process is a bit different. I think when you're writing lyrics, you kind of have to mentally go to a place that you might not like to be in all the time in order to sort of pull something that is artistically meaningful. But yeah, I do enjoy the whole process, though. It's like every record is its own mountain to climb at a certain to a certain extent.
And this album shows influences from like many styles, from hard rock and beyond. Where did this come from? Like, what are your main references in this process, this project?
I'd say a lot of my influence that you hear on this record could be from the Foo Fighters or Queens of the Stone Age, Alice in Chains, grunge era stuff, as well as something like Nine Inch Nails and stuff like that. But definitely through a hard rock uh, lens. It's kind of just a blend of everything that inspires me, and yeah.
And there's one video that was filmed at the legendary 5150 studio, which holds like a huge meaning for you and your family's history. How was it to record, to be there again?
Yeah, it's wonderful. I mean, it feels like home. It's very comfortable. So as a creative space, it's very it's easy to it's important to be comfortable when you're in a vulnerable creative thought process. So it being the third time around and recording here, it, it it's very comfortable. So it feels like what I should be doing. So it feels nice.
Still talking about the videos from the end have like a cinematic aesthetic, if I can say that. The title track even references like From Dusk Till Dawn, right? And where did this idea come from? And is there another movie you'd like to reference someday?
Oh man, I haven't begin to think about that. I think, being able to work with Robert Rodriguez himself to do an homage of one of my favorite movies of his was a great pleasure. We had a lot of fun doing that, and it just kind of came about from I don't know, just kind of hitting it off with him and knowing that in the back of my head, I thought it would be a really fun thing to do. And when I asked him about it and showed him the song, he was really enthusiastic about it. So I think the fact that we uh, actually were able to pull it off was pretty crazy. Looking back on it, I can't believe we actually did it.
Nice. Now, talking about the tour, the End Tour kicks off in October and runs through December with Miles Kennedy, right? What can the fans expect from these concerts?
I think it's just the next level of our shows. We're a new band. We haven't been around long, and so we haven't had much in the way of a show around us in terms of like lights and stuff like that. We're very much a performance focused band, but this time we're really trying to up the show and bring more visual support to the show. So I'm really excited to see how it works out. We're really looking forward to upgrading the show, and seeing where that takes us. So yeah, that'll be fun to test that out with this tour at the end of the year, and then next year we're gonna try and go everywhere we can. There's that the one at the end of this year is just in the States, but I know next year we're gonna try and go to Europe and everywhere people will let us. So we're looking forward to it.
And I have to ask that, do you have plans to bring the tour to Brazil?
Not currently, but we are very much looking forward to that. We haven't been to South America, we haven't been to Japan, we haven't been to Australia, so they're very much on our list to check off and finally get down there. So it's while we might not have exact current dates, it's very much in the works.
Okay, we're looking forward to that too. And you're toured with Metallica, Pantera, and Foo Fighters before, and now you're touring with Miles Kennedy. Is there another band you'd like to tour with or have a project, a collaboration?
I mean, I think to tour with, I don't think it would get more legendary than like AC/DC. I think that would be a dream come true because I've just been such a huge fan of them and my whole life, and it's an important band for my dad and I that we shared. So yeah, AC/DC would probably be that crazy dream of a band. I mean, we've been lucky, as you said, to open up for many other bands, but AC/DC would be just another insane thing.
Yes, I think that would be insane. Is there a song from the new album you're releasing that you're more excited to play live?
I'm kind of excited to play everything. We for the few shows that we've done so far, we've played both The End and The Spell, and the audiences seem to have really responded to it. They really enjoy it. So I'm certainly excited to play everything that we can. I think us being a new band, I think we still have a lot to prove, and I think there's a lot of good material on this album to prove ourselves as a live entity. And I am very excited to play the first song on the record, One of a Kind. That's one of my favorites. So I really want to play that one.
And Wolf, you've been nominated for a Grammy and performed at Ozzy's Rock Hall induction, right? Was there a recent moment that you thought like, okay, this is something historic, something like this?
Yeah, I mean that's a great example. Being able to do, being requested by Ozzy and Sharon to play the solo for one of the most iconic Ozzy Osbourne songs was certainly something I didn't take lightly. And then finding out that I was going to be performing it with Maynard James Keenan was a whole other facet of that was blowing my mind. So that was certainly a very a high watermark on my career thus far. And I'm also very happy I was able to spend some time with Ozzy before he passed. And so yeah, that was certainly something. I would say another thing like having done the Taylor Hawkins tribute shows was being a part of that felt very special. So very very grateful to have taken part in those things.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you so much, Wolf. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being here.
89, a Rádio Rock.